What up, family? It costs nothing to hit that like button, fam. Now we know it's big talk with the Prince family, to be exact, because you had Jay Prince Jr., Jay Prince, and then you had their relative Mike Prince, right? And in this interview, fam, it was questions that was personal, real street questions that was asked about a takeoff death, right? And we know that Gillie and Wallo have been very vocal on how they feel about the youth in the hip hop community. Wallo have done time, a long bid, so he real active when it come to talking to these artists on $1 million worth of game, like a Little Durk or Pooh Shiesty, who got locked up afterwards. A lot of people that have came through their program in jail and have died that Wallo have spoke on. I salute that. Now, this interview was one of them ones, fam, to where even if you the interviewer, you had to get real. And what I mean by that is you couldn't be biased or scared, whatever the case might be. Just because it's Jay Prince, mob ties, the Prince family, it don't matter, fam, because it's two sides to every story. And at the end of the day, when they was talking about Offset, fam, you feel what I'm saying? In this interview, knowing that y'all main thing is you speak for the youth. You understand what I'm saying? Jay Prince and them, this mob ties rap a lot. It's an old game that's in hip hop. Not saying that it shouldn't be recognized. But at the end of the day, whether respect that, fam, for the Migos also when it come to Offset, Takeoff, and all of them. Because they sat back scared, fam. I damn near can see it in Gillie eyes. When it come, and Jay Prince was riding that on him. This $1 million worth of game. Pretty much, y'all know what it is. He was saying a lot of different things, fam. I don't know if these guys was playing it for views, which I can't see that because they getting a bag. At the end of the day, it should have been questions asked, fam, that was enlightening of how the Migos side of the game feel, how they fans feel, not just because they sick, because I have seen them on the program go back and forth with different individuals that they felt some, if they said something, they felt some type of way about it as a man, they said that. In this interview, when it come to the Prince family, they didn't do that, fam. Gillie or Wallo. And we talking about death. So what I'm saying is, once individuals get to a certain level, they tend to forget what they started off doing. And that was speaking for the youth. I remember Gillie talking about it all the time. I ain't really got for them few old heads that done been in the game. What's the name? Well, what's the difference between Jay Prince then? I'm not saying it wasn't needed. This interview wasn't needed for the culture. But keep that thing all the way real. Stop curveballing, asking questions that only the internet have already asked that they already know. Let's talk about the poison, fam, that this music has caused that situation, fam. Let's talk about what's really going on in Houston, Philadelphia, Atlanta, different places when it comes to the youth in the hood that's trying to portray like they mob ties and they getting killed and going to jail. Wallo know this. Wallo talk about this all. Well, none of this type of stuff said, fam, about the youth. When Offset name came, he wasn't in there to defend himself. They were speaking bad on Offset, saying he wasn't even, rocking with Takeoff like that before Takeoff died. You feel me? That's some personal shit. Excuse my language. Gillie and them was riding that, fam. And then next week they'll have Offset up. But you feel what I'm saying? Like right is right, wrong is wrong. It become a time, fam, to where even Jay Prince got a transition. I keep saying this, into being a man other than a big homie in the hip hop game, fam. Because sickness set you down somewhere. When you start looking at the game, if he didn't even supposed to be in that interview, you should be letting your son handle that. Deaths around you, whatever the case might be, fam. This is an eye-opener with the Takeoff situation. That's why it's on mob ties. Even though they wasn't a shooter, fam, it's some other stuff you doing around the edges of guilt, fam, that got this situation going. But I will keep y'all updated on that boy Gillie and Wallo also. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.